Hi everyone, I'm just going to do a few equilibrium problems for review in case you are struggling and you need some help before you take the quiz. Number 1, given the reaction at equilibrium, blah blah blah, if the pressure on the system is increased, the concentration of Cl2 will, I know that if the pressure increases, it's going to shift to the side of the reaction that has less moles to therefore help decrease the pressure. So this side of the reaction has 5 moles of gas. This side has 4. If we increase the pressure, it will shift to the right, and that means that the concentration of Cl2, which is a product of the forward reaction, that will increase as the reaction shifts to the side with less moles. Number 2. Here's a reaction. Which stress would cause the equilibrium to shift to the left? Okay, first of all, I see that there's calories on this side. That means that this side of the equation uses calories when it shifts to the left. So that means that my reverse reaction is endothermic. It uses heat. And that means that my forward reaction, which gives off heat, is exothermic. I also see that this side of the reaction has 4 moles and that this side of the reaction has 2 moles. And I want to know which stress would cause it to shift to the left. Okay, if I increase the temperature, when we increase the temperature, it favors the endothermic reaction because the endothermic reaction uses or requires heat energy. So that's my answer. Let's just check the other ones. If I increase the pressure, it'll favor the side of the reaction with less moles. So that's wrong because the right side of the equation has less moles. If I add more N2, if I add more reactant, it will shift to the right towards the products, so no. And if I add H2, same thing. It would shift it to the right, and that's a no. So once again, increasing the temperature will favor the endothermic reaction, which in this case is the reverse reaction. Okay. Here's another reaction. The concentration of SO3 may be increased by, so once again, let's break it down. Here we have 3 moles. Here we have 2 moles. The reverse reaction, once again, uses heat. So I know that the reverse reaction is, in this case, is endothermic, once again. And the forward reaction is going to be exothermic. It gives off heat. We want to increase the concentration of SO3, which means we want to shift the reaction to the right. If I decrease the concentration of SO2, that will not favor the forward reaction, so that's no. If I decrease the concentration of O2, that's the same thing. It will not favor the forward reaction. If I increase the pressure, it will favor the side of the reaction with less moles. And the right side of the equation has less moles, so that is in fact the answer. If I increase the pressure, it'll favor the production of SO3. And let's just check the last one. If we increase the temperature, don't forget that will favor the endothermic reaction. That would shift it to the left. So that's wrong too. And 2 more I will do for you. What will be the result of an increase in temperature? So we know that when we increase temperature, it favors the endothermic, that's terrible, reaction. And in this case, I see that heat is on the reactant side of the forward reaction. So that means that increasing the temperature should favor the forward reaction, which means equilibrium will shift to the right. So equilibrium will not shift to the left, It will shift to the right and the HI will increase. Yes, because if we're shifting the reaction to the right temporarily, we will have an increase in the product on that side before the system reaches equilibrium. So that is correct. And let's just check the last one. It will shift to the right, but the product would decrease. That doesn't make sense. The side that we are shifting to, we're going to be producing more of the molecules that are on that side. And one more. Which change causes the equilibrium to shift to the right? Okay, so looking at it, I see this side has more moles. Well, I'll just write 4 moles. This side has 2 moles. The reverse reaction uses energy. So once again here, the reverse reaction is endothermic. The forward reaction gives off energy. The forward reaction is exothermic, and we want to shift the equilibrium to the right. Okay, if we decrease the concentration of H2, that will not shift it to the right. When we increase our reactants, we can shift it to the right. If we decrease the pressure, we will favor the side of the reaction with more moles. If we increase the pressure, we favor the side of the reaction with less moles. So decreasing the pressure would shift it to the left, not the answer. If we increase the concentration of N2, yes. If we increase the concentration of reactants of the forward reaction, we will drive the reaction forward. So increasing the concentration on the left side will shift it right. And increasing the temperature, let's just check it out. Increasing the temperature favors the endothermic reaction. That would shift it left, so that is not the answer. Okay, if you need more practice problems or if you need more help, please send me a message and make sure you check out the review topics sheet that I attached to today's assignment. Have a lovely day, and make sure you take the quiz within a reasonable time.